Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute bag that can be called a net bag because I use Solomon knots. It's very easy to make. It requires not so much yarn. Actually, to make this one without the handles, I just use a bit of yarn here. It took like 100 grams of cotton, number 4, cord 52. And it's pure cotton. And what I wanted to say that this bag in particular, it's very beautiful. I love the knots, but it's not so handy. I mean, the knots are constantly attached to zippers or whatever. So after using it for a while, I realized that I want lining for this bag in particular. Lining until this part, so it will be very beautiful because I will choose like maybe white color lining so you can see on the contrast the knots. It will be similar to those fashionable macrame bags. And I didn't want to use just a crochet handle. I just attach the chain, and actually I still didn't. I want to have lining that can be removable, so I'm thinking to attach lining here, and I will add more yarn on this base. So the handle looks prettier. Overall, it's very fast to make. I think it takes, like, for experienced, maybe half a day or a day, and for a beginner maybe in 2 days you can finish this bag because it's really fast to make. So now I show you how to make the first row. We will have to make circle, magic green, and just like that, pull a bit the yarn over. If you prefer to chain, it's totally fine. I prefer to have a longer loop, then turn the hook like that, and to pretend to have a double crochet, so it looks like that instead of chain 3 or 2. And I will make 10 double crochet, so 1, 2, in a very simple way. Just like this. So we meet when I finish the first row. So I have crocheted 10 double crochet, including the very first one where I insert my marker. And now we have to crochet in spiral, so each row you add plus 10. So the first row we will make increase in each stitch 10 times. So into the very first one, you don't make a slip stitch to connect the circle, you just insert your hook directly into the very first one and make an increase. So make an increase 10 times, and then we meet at the end of the row. Our second row, you see our marker is here, and I have 10 increase 10 times. So now we have to insert our marker into the very first stitch here. And in the next row, we will crochet like that. 1 double crochet, 1 increase, 1 double crochet, 1 increase. Second row, 2 double crochet, 1 increase, and like that. Similar to amigurumi circle, but we used instead of 6 double crochet, 10. So you will have in a spiral. If you don't like the spiral, you can just crochet a circle as you like. spiral is good because you cannot find the end and the beginning. It's just one big spiral. So it all depends as you prefer. So in the first one where the marker is, I put 1. Into the next one, increase. Then again 1 double crochet. And then increase again. So I have finished my third row and I have 30 double crochet. As I told you, first is 10, second is 20, and the third is 30. So each row you must add plus 10, and each time you must move your marker, so you crochet in a spiral. So I take my marker and insert into the next one. You can make the circle as big as you like. The diameter depends on your yarn and the hook and how many rows you prefer. So just insert. And as I told you, this time we will have 2 double crochet and increase. I hope you understand the principle of this circle, and we meet after I have the right diameter to start the back. You can make the one you prefer, the size. Finish my circle, so I have 9 double crochet and 1 increase in my last row, and I have 2 stitches before the marker, so I just make half double crochet and single crochet to even the edge. So now I have a perfect circle, and I'm ready to start the net part of the back. So if your circle is a bit curly, you can use steam iron to make it flatter. So let me show you how to do. First, 1 single crochet, then make a longer loop, yarn over, between the yarn over and the loop you insert your hook, as you can see. So make 1 double crochet, make a bit longer. Start our first row, 1 single crochet, then you have to make a longer loop, and now yarn over and insert into the loop. Now you have a loop and the string from yarn over, so insert the hook between, yarn over again, pull through, and 1 single crochet. So it looks like that. Make a longer loop again, yarn over, insert your hook between the loop and the yarn over, yarn over again, 1 single crochet. So you get like that. Now skip to 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th one slip stitch. So it looks like this. Now we have to make a longer loop. Insert your hook between the loop and the yarn. Pull the yarn, one single crochet, a bit longer the loop, yarn over again, between the loop and the yarn you make one single crochet. Count, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th one slip stitch, and like this you continue until the end. So last time I show you, make a bit longer, yarn over, between the yarn and the loop, so you continue like that until the end of the row. Don't forget that after you slip stitch you make, then skip 4 double crochet and then slip stitch into the other one. So it's like that, and there are 4 stitches under this chain that you didn't. So I have finished my first row and I have the last stitch. You must make just half of it, and the second loop we will do like that, yarn over and into the slip stitch of the previous one, in the single crochet, sorry. You just make imitation like this and single crochet, so it looks like that. And now we continue our second row, the same as the first row. You make a loop, and we slip stitch into the top where we make the single crochet, just slip stitch. So you have something that looks like that, and continue to make these loops, single crochet, another one, then we find another one, it's here, and we slip stitch into the top, and we continue. This will be our second row. I have finished my second row, and now we have to start our third row. I have, as in previous row, just half of the loop, so just one loop, and the second one just yarn over like that and insert your hook into the beginning in the center. So just insert, yarn over again and pull through and single crochet. So you see you have like a small diamond like that, and the next of the rows you crochet by yourself following the same pattern. So you always crochet in the center here between the two loops, right? So like this, always on the top, here, here, and here, and you continue until you have the desired height. So I have finished the desired length. I think I don't need any longer, it's enough like that. And now I show you how to finish the bag. So we just chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It depends the distance here. For me, I think 5 is enough. So you could chain 4 or 6 depending if you think is enough, and single crochet here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet into the next. And you continue until the end of the row, chain 5 and single crochet into this stitch here. And I show you the next row when I finish this one. I have finished the row and I have something that looks like this. And now we crochet our second row, so chain 1, and we will crochet inside the chain into the chain space. So just half double crochet into the chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and half double crochet into the single crochet of the previous row. Into the next chain we have to half double crochet 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and half double crochet into the single crochet. So you continue like that until the end of the row. So I have crocheted 2 more rows with half double crochet in each stitch, and now I have 3 rows. You can also decide by yourself if you want it bigger or have just few rows. It all depends on your creativity. Use it. And now I have the last half double crochet. I already cut my yarn. I just wanted to show you how to make invisible connection here. So I don't make a slip stitch here. I just pull my yarn, and where I had to slip stitch, actually I just insert the yarn. I want to make a loop, so you see, you cannot realize actually. And now I have to pull this yarn back, so I just insert it somewhere back, into the inner side, so practically invisible. So now I will make few knots here to keep the yarn tighter, and later I will just hide it between the stitches. Like in a random way. Actually, normally I do it in a random way. I think each crochet has her own way to hide and weave the ends. The main thing, they must not come out after you wash the bag or anything like that. So pay attention to hide them as good as you can. So later off camera it will be easier for me to see and hide it in between. And the handle, actually you could chain and make two handles. The chain like I showed on my previous net bag, but this one I wanted to improvise a bit. So I bought this chain in $1 store, it was just €1. Then wrap the leftover of my yarn around the chain, and actually I'm planning to buy another ball of this yarn to wrap a bit more and make it a bit more like beautiful, let's say. And I'm planning to wrap it, and I bought also this mechanism because it was the only thing that could match here. For now I just attach it like that to the bag, because I'm thinking if to line it and make a removable lining, so I make something on the lining bag that can attach to these things, and so I will have a net bag that can have removable lining, or I will simply have another ball of yarn and they just attach this in a way that looks something like that. But honestly I have bought not exactly the same color of lock and the chain, so I would like to keep it a bit inside, so that's why I got an idea of lining, and the lining will keep it inside like that, and I will see just the chain and something like that. So for the handles, as you see, you can really think what you prefer. The ideas, there are lots of ideas of handles on YouTube, so you can simply chain and crochet the handles like this one here, and just do like in the net bag I showed before. I will link it in the video. Just chain and then crochet in the back loop and you have the handle. So as you see, for the handle, it's all your choice. I just wanted to have something different, and I didn't want to have a normal crochet handle. And sorry for making noise. And that's all. So I hope you enjoy my tutorial. See you again next time. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel and put like if you like the video. Bye bye.